Welcome. You are now listening to Adventures of Sheerluck Helmsley. Today's episode, The Terror of the Monkey's Paw. Our story begins on a stormy night in Saxon City, and we enter the laboratory of the dastardly Professor Vincent Raven, who is hard at work on his latest evil scheme.
Yes, it is ready. It is finally ready. After all this time, after working so hard for so long, so much of my life dedicated to the cause, so much time spent slaving over my textbooks, burning my fingers on my beakers and Bunsen's, depriving myself of sleep on so many occasions. But it has all been worth it. Those past 2 hours were not spent in vain. For now, I hold in my hand the serum that shall see it that the pendulum of mankind's destiny will start swinging to the rhythm of my choosing. Egon! Egon, where are you, my little hunchback? Come, I need you.
Yes, master?
Ah, good. There you are, Egon. It is ready. The instrument that shall finally see me become supreme ruler of the world is complete. It is a scintillating thought to know that my lifetime ambition is now within my grasp. How I've been mocked and ridiculed all my life, told my ambitions were crazy, impossible. You'll never become supreme ruler of the world if you don't eat your vegetables. That's what my mum used to tell me. Well, I'll show her. I'll show the world exactly what a man with scurvy can achieve. I remember when I was a child, I confided in my best friend, Daniel Nesbitt, about my ambition to one day rule the world. He said a ruler of the world was both economically and ideologically impractical. That a single world leader in a capitalist society would not succeed without a democratic framework, and that one in a communist system was just as incompatible, and so the very idea would prove redundant. Daniel Nesbitt, even for a 6-year-old boy, was a fool, for look at me now. I hold in my hand the key to becoming all-powerful, Dr. Little Wiener's growth serum. It is a work of genius. Too bad the doctor left me no choice but to have to kill him in order to get the formula. But here we are, Egon, on the threshold of supreme dominion.
Yes, master.
For you, Egon, I dare say this victory will be particularly sweet. You shall finally have revenge on this cruel world that has treated you so harshly, just because you were born a little different. This fool's paradise that prizes a cosmetic over the cerebral turns someone like you into a lonely outcast. Remember the names you've been called throughout your life. Humunculus, the hunchback of one shorter arm. Mount Egon, the doesn't matter horn, the him and never lay her. How cruel can people be? And surely it is to free yourself from all that cruelty and humiliation that you now join me in my evil crusade?
Well, yes. You said if I worked for you, you stop calling me those names.
And one day I shall. For when I'm ruler, I shall have all the weirdos in the world to pick on. And that day is nigh, thanks to this. And now, Egon, you shall see it in action. After administering one little dose of my wondrous growth serum, within seconds, the subject shall grow exponentially. And I know exactly where I'm going to use it first.
Where?
On my monkey.
On Sunny?
Yes, on Sonny. Go, open his cage and bring him to me.
Yes, master.
Ah, come to me, my faithful pets. Big boy. We've come a long way together, haven't we, Sonny? I remember it all began rather crudely, didn't it? My method for transforming you into my loyal subservient was terribly Pavlovian at first. From an early age, I made you watch from your cage as I rewarded your simian brother for his good behaviour. But I would strike him viciously when he disobeyed, so that when your time came, my words would be like the word of God to you. And if any thought of disobedience would creep into your little mind, you would remember how I like to spank the monkey and cower back to obedience. Gradually, though, my research into animal hypnotism began to flourish, and you became, as you are now, my hypnotized monkey slave, devoted to my every command, even willing to kill for me, as the good Dr. Litzelwiener so tragically found out. Yes, you've been a loyal disciple, Sonny, and so you shall have the honour of being the first injected with the serum. You shall be the first of my supreme army of giant hypnotized monkeys. Egon, give me the syringe.
Here, master.
Now, don't squirm, Sonny. You can trust me. This will not hurt. There it is.
What now?
The growth serum should take effect immediately. Look, it's working. It's growing. It's growing bigger. Yes. 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 It's a beautiful thing. It's glorious. Yes. Yes, grow. Grow. Has it stopped? Yes. Yes, it has. Look. Look, Igor. Look at what I've done.
I don't believe it. You've turned a small monkey into a man in a gorilla suit.
Oh, shut up, you fool. This is radio. This is a momentous day. I gave Sonny only one small dose. The next monkey I treat shall be bigger, and the next one bigger still. I shall have my army. I shall set them loose on the capitals of the world and let them unleash stop-motion chaos. They should carry out my orders, crush all the world leaders, and enslave the populace until, eventually, this entire planet is ruled by monkeys.
But master, you said your plan would change the world.
And it shall, for we are approaching the dawn of a new age, my hunchback friend. A brave new world that shall see me as its overlord. It is my destiny, and no one can stop me now.
Not so fast, Professor Raven.
Curses! Helmsley! How did you find me?
You're not as clever as you thought, Raven. You shouldn't use a donkey to do your monkey work. Wait. Damn it, that's wrong. Blazes! I've practiced that enough outside. You'd think I'd get it right first time. Okay, I'm going to come in again. Say, and no one can stop me now again.
And no one can stop me now.
Not so fast, Professor Raven.
Curses! Helmsley, how did you find me?
You're not as clever as you thought, Raven. You shouldn't use a monkey to do your donkey work. Haha. The police contacted me to help them with the investigation of Dr. Litzelwiener's murder. After inspecting the crime scene, I must admit I was stumped. How did the murderer enter the doctor's lab without disturbing either the door, which was locked, or breaking the casement window, which could only open a height of 11 inches? Far too small for the average man to squeeze through. Not to mention that the doctor's office was on the 3rd floor of his apartment complex. It was a puzzle, a difficult one at that. and as I left the doctor's apartment with my mind made up to tell the police exactly where they could stick this case, for I do have my reputation as a crime solver supreme to keep up, I felt the call of nature, and I ducked down the alley alongside the doctor's building to take a leak. As I relieved myself against the wall, I noticed I happened to be urinating upon a book, a copy of Edgar Allan Poe's Tales of Mystery and Imagination. I picked up the book. It appeared to be an old edition. The pages were yellow. But then, that might have been my doing. I opened the book and discovered a bookmark right in the middle of the story, Murders in the Rue Morgue.
I was wondering where I lost that book. I see. That probably gave you the clue as to how the doctor was killed. And from there, you probably took that book to the library and traced it back to me.
Exactly. Though I must applaud you on the location of your hideout. A Vietnamese restaurant next to a pet store. No one would ever think of coming here. But I see you haven't had the cleaning lady in a while. I haven't seen this many cobwebs since I investigated the snatch of Lord Woodthorpe's wife.
Oh?
Yes. Her kidnappers were caught hiding her in the abandoned fairground. In the spook house, specifically.
Well, Helmsley, since you're here, allow me to introduce you to Sonny, my monkey pet. The monkey that killed Dr. Linselweiner. The monkey that will now kill you. Sonny, I command you to crush Sheerluck Helmsley into mulch. What? What's happening?
Ha ha ha. I don't think so, Raven.
Sonny's shrinking? No. No, this cannot be. He's returned to his original size. Sonny, get him. Don't just lie there. Kill Helmsley.
You should have studied Dr. Litzelweiner's research more carefully, Raven. I spoke to the doctor's wife. His growth serum only lasts for 5 minutes, and when it wears off, the subject becomes lifeless and limp.
5 minutes? 5 minutes? That's pathetic.
According to the doctor's wife, 5 minutes was all he ever needed.
So you win again, Helmsley. But it is not over. It is never over. Until I achieve my final victory. With every knockdown I get up stronger. With every prison sentence I get reamed a little less.
Raven, tell it to the judge. You have been listening to The Adventures of Sheerluck Helmsley, performed by Honza Noel and Glenn Damian Campbell. Script by Glenn Damian Campbell. Be sure to join us again next time for another exciting Sheerluck Helmsley adventure.